Please be advised of the disclaimers.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Pinnacle Trading here. So I had a solid day trade today on UVXY, and I'm going to jump into on how to trade gap up stocks intraday, that's day trading, or even maybe swing trading here and there before they start to go up. So how to catch that run up before it happens. Before we get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button next to it to stay notified. So let's jump into it. So the stock I day traded today is going to be UVXY. So I'm going to pull up the chart right here, and I took an entry. I'm going to go quickly on this one where my entry and exit was before I go into depth on how to find it before it goes up, and where I called it out and why I took exit where I did. So my entry was about 30.49. So on this bar right here, on this candlestick, as soon as I saw it gapping up, volume coming in on the level 2 Bollinger Band setup that I used for this one, I got in on this candle and I got out at about 31.25, so about here on this region right here. So that was a 75-cent move, and it ran up all the way to about 33 in the highs right there. So I took a little bit more profits there later on. I alerted it in the chat room as well. So let's go ahead and look at where I alerted the stock, and I alerted it right here. My entry, I only picked the 50 shares on this one because I want to hold it for longer for a swing trade for maybe a couple weeks, but I saw a nice gap up, so I took profit. So went into a day trade. So this was filled at 30.49. As you can see, I got in on that, and that was at 9:48 a.m. So right over here, I got in on this candle as it was coming up at 30.49, and I got out. Alerted that my profit target was going to be between 31.5 to 32. I took profit a little early, and I took a little bit more later on. So I took profits at a 31.25, and that was at 10:30. So right there, right here at a 31.25. Took profits on that one, the candle right there, consolidated a little bit more later on, went up and gapped up even more as markets fell later on. So if you don't know how UVXY or the VIX works, just Google it. It's opposite of SVXY. So this tracks volatility, not the markets like people think. It tracks the volatility in the markets. So that's the trade I got in and got out at. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to go ahead and add the arrows so that you can see my entry on this one and the exit. So 9:48, so my entry was right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add the arrow, and then that way you can see where my entry and exit was clearly. So add one there, and then we're going to add one over there. So right here was my exit on this one, and my entry was right here. So if you can see these arrows right here where my entry and exit were right there, what I'm going to do is just make those arrows just a little bit bigger so that you can see them easier. So why did I take this trade where I did, and why did I take profits a little bit early, as you can see on this one? So I got a nice 75-cent move right here. So why did I see this as a solid setup? Because I looked at S&P 500, I saw it broke all-time highs, gapped up pretty big pre-market, and Trump announced some news on CNBC. So I was looking for a sell-off in the market, and we saw a huge gap up. So I was just waiting on UVXY as it was oversold. And what oversold means is when RSI is below 30, and when the MACD is in the red as well. So when I pull up another chart, you can see the MACD and the RSI on there. I use my VWAP setup for this one to look at that one, but I've been using Bollinger Band setup more, and these are all automated scripts on Thinkorswim that I've tweaked a little bit, and I teach some all my mentorship course, which I'll get into next, where I teach traders live 1-to-1. So that's my entry and exit right there on this one. So how did I see that formation coming through? So let's go back into the Bollinger Bands. You can easily set this up on Thinkorswim. So look at these bars right here. As soon as you see the Bollinger Bands, break below from, that's where it's oversold, below 30, and come up above. As soon as I saw that bar coming up, I saw volume come in here. I saw the new bar forming right here. I took entry right there, 30.49. Again, I was looking to swing this for a couple weeks or so as markets come down again, but it turned into a day trade, and I saw a nice gap up. Have a small position remaining in the swing account, but this wasn't a day trading account. So I got in at that 30.49 right here. So I saw this huge candle forming right here. You can see that base testing the lower Bollinger Band right there, the lower band. As soon as it crossed over, I took entry on that candle right there. What happened? I waited on the position since it held that EMA right there. It went up, it went up. As soon as I saw that 75-cent move, again, I know where my profit target and exit stop loss is before I get into any trade. So I said 31.5 to 32 is going to be my profit target. So I did stick to that. So I took a profit a little bit early, 31.25, and this candle went up all the way up to 31.27. And what happened? Consolidated a little bit more, went up, and I took profits at 32. So I played that trade perfectly. So I got in 30.49 where I wanted, and I took profit where I wanted to. Took my initial profits a little bit early and then waited a little bit more, took profits at 32. So if you can have a risk management trading system like that, then that's how you're going to be successful in the market. Even if you're losing on a trade, if you can stick to a system, that's what keeps people from blowing up accounts. So what happened from there? I took final profits at 32 on that one, close to 32, a little bit here and a little bit here, and that's it. I was done for the day, done for the day trade. And what happened from there on, it sold off a little bit more, but it still held that EMA until all the way here. As soon as I saw the 9 EMA breaking over here, what happened? It broke down, and that's it. That was, I took profits right here at 32 area, and that's it. As soon as I saw it breaking down, that's it. I was out of the trade. I stopped watching it, and I closed down my day trading account. And then I still rode that low, the mid Bollinger Band. That's a blue one right here, and it still went up, gapped up all the way to 33. So potential profit on this one was $2.50 per share, because entry was 30.49, went all the way up to about 33 highs right on this one, correctly on the mark at 33. So $2.50 profit potential on this one. I got about $1.50 on this one. So played it perfectly, and that's how we find stocks before they gap up. It's important to watch these stocks almost every day, get familiar with them, and just see how they're tracking with the market. So I look at S&P 500 and look at the markets and look at the volatility, see what's going on. I look at the news, I look at CNBC to see what's going on in the markets, stuff announced or what's going on. You can also pull up the news tab on this one, and you can also pull up CNBC Live TV on Thinkorswim on this platform. You can use any platform for this one. So I just look at that. And that's basically how I find day trading stocks before they gap up, before they go up. And that's where I get in and get out perfectly on the entry exit. If not, I just follow my stop loss plan. And that's what creates a consistent, profitable trader. So I hope this video helped you out. And if you have any more questions, or if you want to learn how to day trade, or if you want to get into trading itself or learn more advanced strategies, make sure to head over to pinnacletrading.us. And this was a free alert I gave to everyone, but if you want to look for more advanced alerts like the options alerts, or even make income from options, long-term investing alerts, head over to pinnacletrading.us, and you can join the chat room completely for free for 1 week trial. Click that button right there. But if you want to jump into the membership and receive those alerts live, premium alerts immediately, I have a membership plan, simple month-to-month plan pricing, no contract, no commitment. And also I have a mentorship plan where I teach traders and investors live one-to-one with a screen share and audio, and I pull up my charts. So if you're basic trader or intermediate and you want to grow progressively and learn these techniques that I use to be profitable, then a mentorship plan is great for you. So again, I hope this video helped you out. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to leave any comments, head over to the comment section and leave them below, or if you have any other suggestions for future videos. And thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button. Make sure to support Pinnacle Trading on our social media. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.